All right. So I'd like to welcome everyone. You know, we know that you've had lots of places that you could have been tonight, and we just are so grateful that you chose to be here with us. And we hope that we're going to make this worth your while. I really want you to just know that we're not here to sell you anything. We're not going to try to convince you to do anything. So I hope that that puts your mind at ease. What we're here for is to share with you some solutions that both Sheila and I have discovered, and just want to share those with you. What you choose to do with those solutions is completely up to you. We are part of the Healthy Living Revolution, which is a worldwide community dedicated to inspiring healthy living. We help people to bridge gaps, whether they be nutritional, maybe it's purpose, hope, health, community, time, and finances. Okay, so by a show of hands, if you would please, who has known someone with some health challenges, whether they be serious or maybe they're just what maybe some people would consider normal health challenge, normal challenges as you get older based on age, right? I think all of us can probably know somebody, right? Well, another question, have you ever walked through a vitamin aisle and wondering what you could do, what you should take, and through all the confusion of what you should take to help you to stave off illness and improve your health? Anybody do that too? Yeah, it's confusing, isn't it? I go through those aisles and I'm like, oh my gosh, this has got to be really, really crazy. And maybe you've tried a bunch of different supplements or vitamins in an effort to improve your health. I know that I've done that in the past. But this is just a little bit of something to think about. If you ever think about this, that vitamins and supplements, they're $1 trillion industry, because we have gotten away from eating the foods that naturally provide us with the nutrition that we need. The foundation for all of our human health and all animal health is plants. And namely for humans, it's fruits and vegetables. So you might have remembered the USDA used to recommend 5 a day. Okay, the 5 a day campaign, 5 raw fruits and vegetables every day. Well, that's not enough. Even though the majority of people don't eat enough, wouldn't even eat 5, now they've bumped it up to 7 to 13 raw fruits and veggies in a wide variety of color every single day. How many people are actually even eating 5 a day? Anybody? I've done a lot of interviews of people over the last 10 years, and the vast majority of people eat 1 to 2 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day, if that much. It's usually 0 to 2. And the healthy people eat maybe 5. There's hardly anybody that's eating 7 to 13. So, you can see that we've got a problem, right? There is this major gap in what we're eating for fruits and vegetables. And it's because of that. That's why the vitamin aisle is just so loaded with all of these choices. But what they do is they fragment all these different nutrients that are naturally occurring in a fruit and vegetable. And I'm just going to tell you a little tidbit. I'm going to go off of my script a little bit here and tell you that 1 apple contains over 10,000 nutrients. 10,000 nutrients. And if you look at a vitamin capsule or the back of a vitamin box or pill, the container, excuse me, you're going to see maybe 13 to 30 different isolated nutrients. That vitamin C that's in that vitamin pill, even if it were 1,500 milligrams, is not going to be near as powerful as the 6 milligrams of vitamin C in that apple, because the vitamin C in the apple is working in synergy with all those 10,000 other nutrients. So very, very impressive. So, since we're not able to eat the 7 to 13 every day, I mean, we're not even eating 5. So how the heck are we going to eat 7 to 13, right? So no doubt you can see that we need a simple and sustainable solution to help us to bridge the gaps between what we should eat and what we're actually eating. And so that's why Sheila and I are just so excited that you've joined us tonight, because we have found that solution to bridge our family's nutritional gaps with real fruits, vegetables, and berries that our kids and our husbands and ourselves, I didn't used to eat vegetables before, that we will actually eat in a simple, convenient, and affordable way. So first of all, I'm going to share with you our trio solution. So this is This is Juice Plus. I'm just going to introduce you to that first. This is the vegetables, the berries, and the fruit. And Sheila's going to read the ingredients to you here in just a moment. The company, Juice Plus, has partnered with medium-sized farmers across the globe, mostly here in the United States, but there are a few things that grow better in other countries. They've partnered with those folks, and those farmers, they don't pick any of the produce until it's vine ripened. And that's where it's really important, because the produce then contains the most nutrients at that point, which is what's best for us. So as soon as the plants are harvested, they're washed, individually flash frozen to preserve the nutrition. And we're talking like every single berry. They don't just throw it in a vat and freeze the outside of the box, leaving the inside to rot. It's every individual berry or individual fruit or individual vegetable that's being flash frozen to preserve that nutrition. And then it's sent to another business partner where they thaw it out and then they blend it, the whole thing. So if you're looking at a pineapple, the whole thing, the rind, the stem, the core, the seeds, all of that is getting blended up, because all of that contains nutrition. And they're blending it up into a slurry, and then they dehydrate that. They dehydrate that at a very, very low temperature. Which is really, really impressive. And that's going to maintain the nutrition too. It's so important to maintain all that nutrition. So all that is remaining is the concentrated plant sugar, or the plant powders. Not even the sugar remains. So every day that I eat my Juice Plus Trio, I'm eating the vine ripened nutrition from 30 real fruits, vegetables, and berries. And so Sheila, would you share with us what's inside of that?
I would. So this is the vegetable blend. So on this one, it's got broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, the lemon peel, rice bran, and kale. And then this one is the berry blend, or the fruit blend. And it's got the apple, the peach, the cranberry, the orange, a mango, lemon peel, acerola cherry. I knew I wasn't going to say it right. Pineapple, prune, date, and beet. And then this is the berry blend. The berry blend has the raspberry, the bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, Concord grape, black currant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and cocoa.
Right, wonderful. So you'll notice that she said lemon peel twice, and the reason for that is they've removed the folic acid from Juice Plus, and they've replaced it with the natural source of folic acid, or folate, which is lemon peel. And so they put that in both the fruit and the vegetable blend. So think about this. If I gave you $2.38, how many of those pieces of produce could you go to the grocery store and buy? One or two maybe, right? But do you realize that for $2.38, you can eat everything that's in Juice Plus? All 30 of those is what I only pay $2.38 a day to get all of that in my diet every single day. That's less than a bag of chips or a specialty coffee or a value meal. And this contains way more benefits. So how can Juice Plus get any better? Well, one of the things that I absolutely love, I mean, I'm going to say this so many times because I love so many things about Juice Plus, but one of the things I love is that it has a nutrition label. So what this does is it demonstrates, can you see that? I can't see it if you can see that. Just shake your head. Okay. So this has a nutrition label. So what this demonstrates is this is food, okay? And then rather than a supplement. There is also no warning label on this because you can't overdose on plants. This is just produce. But what it does have is an NSF. Can you see that, Sheila? Can you see that? Okay. The NSF certification. So what this is that it's a third-party company that comes in and they test G+. They test everything. Every one of our products is tested by NSF. And what it proves is that it doesn't contain any contaminants. It's free of any contaminants, including herbicides, pesticides, fungus, bacteria. And it also gives you peace of mind. There is so little regulation in the supplement industry that this gives you peace of mind that what is on the label is in the bottle, and what's in the bottle is on the label. You don't have to worry that there's going to be something in there that isn't declared, and you don't have to worry that something that's on the label isn't in there, because it's all there. That's what that NSF proves. Also, if you have someone in sports, a lot of times I have a friend whose son plays for Nebraska Huskers, and the athletic trainers wanted to see what all their supplements were. And as soon as he saw that NSF sport or that NSF, they said, fine, you can take it, no problem. So that was very, very cool. And as if this isn't exciting enough, Juice Plus has nearly 40 double-blind, placebo-controlled, clinical published, peer-reviewed, gold standard research studies proving that Juice Plus does some really amazing things in the body. Some of these things are improved cardiovascular health, immune health, lung health, skin and gum health, DNA protection and repair, decrease systemic inflammation and oxidative stress. And so just if those last two, if this is all Juice Plus did, just those last two, reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, would be worth its weight in gold, because those are the root causes of all disease, all chronic disease. And Juice Plus has been shown to affect genetic switches for the good. So after just 8 weeks, they did a study, and it showed that just after 8 weeks, 1,600 different genetic switches were being either turned on or off for the good. My friend, Dr. David Phillips, he did a presentation one time on this, and he said he looked at those genes specifically. Some of those were cancer genes that were being shut off. So isn't that exciting? So since Sheila became part of this community, she's had some pretty exciting and interesting experiences. So Sheila, you want to go ahead and tell us what's been happening with you?
Well, how we started is basically Jake and I have known each other for a long time, and I've been doing the research as far as what fruits and vegetables would do for me, but I would never eat the fruits and vegetables. I was an extremely picky eater and did not want to eat them. I had the stuff in my freezer and just couldn't make myself eat the fruits and vegetables. Well, Jake happened to be in Scottsbluff and invited us over to a tower garden, and I kind of was interested in doing that. And then she started talking about the Juice Plus and the capsules, and I thought, it's kind of like a light bulb came on, and it's like, I can do that. I can take a pill and be able to get my fruits and vegetables and know that this is going to be something that can help me. And so it was just kind of a no-brainer. I just thought, yep, I'm going to do this. I need to be able to make myself healthier, because I was starting to get health issues. And since I've been taking them, I had a knee that I couldn't bend because I had so much inflammation in my knee that now I can actually sit onto my calf that I haven't been able to do in 5 years, just getting rid of the inflammation in my knee. Not only am I getting it, I've got a couple chickens that I've been able to save and help. And so the first one, she got sick, and I didn't know what to do. She was going to die on me, so I started giving her Juice Plus. She hadn't eaten or drank for a week and a half on her own. I gave her, that's the other thing I've started doing is drinking smoothies almost every morning, because I've started craving the fruits and vegetables. And so I took a little bit of my smoothie that I had my capsules that I had put in the smoothie, and gave it to her. And the next morning she was eating and drinking on her own, and she just kept getting better and better. Then a few weeks later, I ended up having one that hurt herself in a center block. She actually had gotten herself stuck in a center block and pretty well scalped herself. And I didn't think she was going to live. And I thought, well, I've got to try something. So I ended up giving her, what I ended up doing is taking the omegas, and I put that on her basically just raw skin. And then I put some coconut oil, did the omegas for the inflammation, and then the coconut oil to be able to keep the bacteria and stuff. Started giving her smoothies with the capsules in that. And within 3 to 5 days, she started getting better. And now I hadn't named her because she was so little. Her name is Sassy Fresh because she is definitely a sassy little chicken. So, so yeah, it was just kind of a no-brainer. And I started doing it. I was a skeptic. I thought there's no way I'm going to crave fruits and vegetables. I actually eat and want fruits and vegetables now. I was a Pepsi-holic. I still drink it, but I've dropped down a lot on my Pepsi, and I've been drinking a lot more water than what I was with the Pepsi. So it has definitely helped me out.
Wonderful. I love your story. I always have to just smile so big every time I hear your story about your chickens. So I've been doing this for 10 years because my friend Mary Ellen, she cared enough about me to share this with me. So this was a no-brainer to me. I didn't eat vegetables at all, maybe 5, and not with any kind of consistency. So I started taking Juice Plus, and I'm an entrepreneur at heart. So I decided that I was just going to go ahead, and I knew that there were going to be other moms like me that weren't eating enough fruits, weren't eating fruits and vegetables. They couldn't get their kids to eat it. So I knew that I was going to want to share it with people. So that's exactly what I did. And in the 10 years that I've been taking Juice Plus, I have gone from having bronchitis 4 to 8 months out of every single year, and having allergies that would take me completely out of the ballgame, having asthma, what else? All just sick all the time, to I don't get bronchitis anymore. In fact, in the 10 years I've had it a total of 3 weeks, which is mind-blowing to me. But when I understand what Juice Plus does for the body, and they did a study on Juice Plus in relation to lung health, it helps to reduce or it helps to improve lung function of heavy smokers by 25%. They didn't quit smoking. They still were smoking heavily, and yet their lung health improved. So I don't smoke, and that's why my lung health has improved so much. So, and then most recently, in most recent years, I don't have a functioning thyroid. That was killed years ago because of a thyroid disease, and no one told me how bad this was going to get for me or how bad it could possibly get. Well, your adrenal glands and your thyroid work hand in hand. And adrenal health is something that we probably all need to really be looking at and really paying attention to, because you cannot survive without your adrenals. Well, mine quit working about 4 or 5 years ago, and not entirely quit working, but there was very little function. And I got to where I could barely function. I had no energy. I was sleeping all the time. I was in a total brain fog, and that brain fog got so bad that I had dementia symptoms. And so I started taking more and more Juice Plus, because everybody that I talked to said, you need more plants, just eat more plants. Well, you can't eat enough. We've already distinguished that people just are not able to eat enough. And so I just started taking as much as I could. So I was taking quadruple dose of Juice Plus every single day. And then they came out with the Omegas, and I'm going to talk about that. Well, I'll go ahead and share that now. So then they came out with the Omega blend, and that was a brain saver for me. I started immediately taking a double dose, and then I was talking to my friend David Phillips, and he said, Jake, you need more than the average bear. So then I quadrupled up. And I did some other things in addition to that. And if anybody ever wants to talk to me about, what I've done to help to bring my brain health back, I'm more than happy to share that with them. I don't know if it'll work exactly like it did for me, but I'm more than happy to share that. I really truly believe that I would not be above ground if it were not for Juice Plus. I am so grateful that Mary Ellen shared it with me. And I've had a number of healthcare professionals tell me that my health would have been much worse had it not been for the nutritional foundation that I had. And I've also had others that said, you probably wouldn't be here. You're probably right. You probably wouldn't be here because I got that bad. So I am so incredibly grateful for it. And once you know about something like this, how can you keep it to yourself, right? I've got to share it with other people. I mean, it would really be selfish for me to share this. So I'm so grateful that Sheila came to that event that we were hosting. And really, she just came because I knew that was the only chance I was going to get to see her. And then this has given us an opportunity to rekindle our friendship. So Sheila, you want to go ahead and do the next part then? Oh, sorry, you're muted. 1 second. There we go. Oh.
There you go. So one of my most favorite parts is that this company gives the fruits and vegetable blends away to kids. They give it away, and I get so excited about that. And so, especially since my grandson wasn't eating fruits and vegetables, it's when an adult takes the Juice Plus and they sponsor a child either for to undergraduate college, the kids get it for 4 years for free. And so we, as the partners of the Juice Plus company, we happily contribute it just a small amount, so that, and then the Juice Plus company contributes the rest of it. It's the simplest way that I know anyway, that I can get the kids to eat the broccoli and the kale and the cabbage and the beets, and they're happy about it. I can guarantee that, because my grandson is ecstatic when he's able to take his.
Yeah. And I forgot to, I didn't bring my bags over, but we have that in chewables also. They're delicious. And that's one way that a lot of kids like to eat it, but also adults like to eat them that way. So as I mentioned before, another one of the solutions that we provide is our Juice Plus Omegas. You know, it's becoming, one thing that I love about this is that this is not only good for us, but it's also good for our planet, because these omegas are 100% plant-based. It's becoming increasingly evident how crucial it is that we eat more omega fatty acids for our health. But the problem is, just like fruits and vegetables, we're just not doing it. So does anybody here take an omega, fish oil for omega, or omega-3s? Anybody? Well, there's a lot of problems associated with fish oil. Number one is the oceans are contaminated. It's unsustainable. We have to kill 3 to 4 pounds of fish just to equal 1 ounce of fish oil. And our oceans are 90% fished out. So what the Juice Plus company, the people at the Juice Plus company did, they're brilliant. They skipped the middle fish and they went straight to the algae that the fish eat to get the omegas. And so our algae is not grown in the ocean. It's actually grown in a clean and protected environment. But they didn't stop there, because omega-3 is not the only omega that we need. There are others. And until Juice Plus came out with this omega, I had no idea. I had no idea that there were, I mean, I knew that there were 6 and 9s, but I didn't know that there were 5s and 7s. How cool is that, right? And each one of those serves a specific purpose in our body. So the only Juice Plus, this one contains 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 from, I gotta get it in the right light so I can see it. Algal oil, pomegranate seed oil, sea buckthornberry oil, raspberry seed oil, safflower seed oil, and tomato seed oil. And it tastes not like fish, but it tastes like orange and vanilla. So I think it tastes like an orange dreamsicle. I actually just suck on mine. I don't eat them like I do my other capsules. I just suck on them because they taste so good. And these are all cold pressed oils. So there's, again, no heat. And then they developed this specific way to seal them. Every other, this was a proprietary process that they developed, or a brand new process to cold seal them. And so I don't know if you can see this. Do you see that little bubble in there? Sometimes, can you see it? Sometimes people will think that that's air, but it's actually nitrogen, and it's protecting the oils from becoming oxidized. We don't want our cells to oxidize, and we don't want our oils to oxidize. But the problem with every other oil is that it's heated, and any kind of heat will cause oxidization, and ours doesn't do that. So very, very cool. Love it. This is the only product that we have that contains a supplement label, and the only reason it has supplement label is because they wanted it to be able to be compared side by side with other omegas, because food labels and supplement labels are different. They list different information. This also contains the NSF label, so you can be rest assured that what is on the label is in the bottle.
So the Juice Plus capsules and the chewables they're micronutrition. It's the oil for your engine, and we need also the oil, or we also need fuel, which is the macronutrition. Juice Plus has a sustainable plant-based solution, and it's the complete shakes. And so this is one of them. And basically what it is you can either do it as a meal on the go, you can do it for pre-workout energy, post-workout recovery drink. It's a delicious it tastes like a dessert drink. It is just only a little bit sweet. It's not overly sweet that you wouldn't feel like you couldn't drink it. It's really, really good. The Juice Plus Complete is vegan, no GMO or non-GMO, gluten, dairy-free, and it's also the NSS certified. So you can see that at the back of this here too, that it's NSS certified. Talk about bridging nutritional gaps, and to be able to drink those or drink those to be able to help. And then they've also got the complete bars. See, this is the dark chocolate and the fig, and then this is the tart cherry and the honey. And those are for the people who like the healthy snacks that really sink into the teeth. They're made with it's still the same high standards as with all the nutritional solutions.
Yep. I love this. I love it. Okay, so those shakes, if you were to, so I drink a shake every day, and I take my omegas and I take my trio. I get over 50 plants in my diet right there, and it's all concentrated. It's all vine ripened, really, really good stuff. So now that we can easily consume 50 plants, we can eat whatever we want, right? We don't have to eat any more plants for the day, right? Well, no, we still really need to eat produce for the fiber and the water and the nutrition. But what most people, just like Sheila has discovered, as well as myself, is that we begin to crave more fruits and vegetables. So I eat more fruits and vegetables now than I've ever eaten. And in fact, I prefer to eat vegetables. Sometimes I'll go all day without eating anything else but vegetables or fruit. But getting good quality fresh produce isn't always accessible. And so the Juice Plus company has a solution for that as well. And I love this. So we have been growing our own fresh E. coli free greens, lettuces, herbs year round in my aeroponic garden for the past 5 years. Okay, so can you see that there? This is what it looks like without. This is the side without anything planted. And this is what it can look like once you've planted it. I have 3 of these growing right now, and we're eating, oh my gosh, we're getting lots of cucumbers and tomatoes, and they are so amazing. Strawberries. Once the weather gets warmer, I move my tower garden out. I only grow 1 inside during the winter, but in the warmer months, as soon as it starts to warm up, I move them outside and I plant tomatoes and zucchini and all kinds of other things, and they are amazing. And so what I've recognized is that when I grow and I eat, I can take that money out of my grocery budget, and then that covers the cost of my tower garden. Of course, we've already paid for our tower gardens years ago. So basically now I'm eating for free. It costs me a little bit every year for the nutrient solution, which is amazing. And, I keep a few extra things on hand, but other than that, it doesn't really cost much to run. It's got a pump, it pumps the water up, and it's amazing. We get to grow between 20 to 52 plants year round in one of them in less than 3 feet of space with no soil. So I don't have to weed, no more weeds. I love it. We have fewer issues with pests, and I use 90% less water than traditional gardening. And some of the plants that I'm growing can grow 30% faster than they would in the soil. And one of the things that I've noticed is that when kids grow their own food, they're eating their own food. So kids that have said, I don't like kale, I don't like lettuce, once they start growing it themselves, they've planted it, then they want to eat it, which is really exciting because then we're getting kids to eat it. And so these are really perfect. Tower gardens are perfect for homes, for schools. We're getting them in schools all over the country, for restaurants, hospitals, communities. We've got community gardens going up all over. We've got tower farms growing up all over. This is truly sustainable. This is really a solution to the problems that we're having. I can't remember how much percentage, it's like over 70%, I'm thinking it's even higher than that, of our produce comes from California, but they've been in a drought. Well, imagine that, 90% less water to grow on a tower garden. Everybody needs a tower garden, right? You get fresh produce right there from tower to table. And so another solution that, that we provide, I love this because, well, I don't love this part of it, but in today's economy, it's important to have multiple income streams. I was listening to Robert Kiyosaki, and he was saying that millionaires have a minimum of 7 income streams, 7, a minimum. and you know, for everyday people like us, oftentimes both spouses have to work at least one job, if not more. Well, Juice Plus offers a solution to help your finances as well. Greater time flexibility to spend time on things that you want to, that are important to you. We offer an opportunity to create a residual income. I mean, we all have residual bills, right? So we should have a residual income. So we're not trading hours for dollars. There's real no risk either. It's $50 annually. We have lots of free resources, lots of free training. In fact, we link arms with people, and we work together as a community, just like Sheila and I are doing together. And I even do this with people who I do not financially benefit from. Okay, we just love people and we want to help people, and we're more than happy to do this. We don't have any quotas to meet. We don't have any inventory to keep except for what we're using ourselves. We don't have to make deliveries. And once we achieve a promotional level, we get to keep that level. We don't have to start all over again from the bottom. And we don't have any glass ceilings or limits to what we can accomplish. Whatever we put into this business that's really more like a mission, that's what we get out of it. And then at the very top level, which where I'm at, I'm at the second level from the top, we get a corporate benefits package. So that's pretty exciting. I now have dental and eye health, life insurance, and at the very top, I've got one more step to get up. And then I'm gonna have full health benefits. That's pretty amazing, because most people that I talk to, they have to stay at their job because they have to have those benefits, even if they don't like those benefits. Even if they don't like their job, they need to stay because they have to have the benefits. Well, I'm really grateful that Mary Ellen introduced this to me 10 years ago, because in this 10 years, I've been so passionate about helping other people and sharing my story that I have helped a lot of people. And just like Sheila, she's coming on and I'm helping her to share her story with other people. And there's people that when they say yes, so many of them, they can't keep it to themselves either. And so they want to share, and we teach them and we work with them and we teach them to help other people. And as that's happened, I've grown this huge team of people. And that was so incredibly, I had no idea what a blessing that would be until the adrenal exhaustion hit and I couldn't work. I could not have held a job, not at all, because I could hardly function. And my Juice Plus paycheck kept coming in because my customers were still taking their Juice Plus every month, or day after day after day, month after month. I've got customers that I've had for 10 years. And then my team, I still had them, and they were still doing what they needed to do. And so I still had that residual income until I felt like I could then start working more like I wanted to. I mean, I love this. I don't really consider this work because I love it. In fact, my husband's always telling me, you really need to find something more to do, but he doesn't understand how much joy this brings to me to help other people. And so my plan is to retire my husband in the next year or two, and then we can spend more time doing the things that we really enjoy doing, which for me, it's travel. I love to travel and I love to go out and help people get healthier. So anyway, so when someone chooses any of our Juice Plus solutions, they have options, and who doesn't want options, right? So first they can become a preferred customer of, whoever invited them. So I think most of these people here, Sheila, are your people, are your friends. So if you know of someone who might be interested in this, or if you yourself decide that this might be an option for you, you can become Sheila's customer, and she's going to take really, really good care of you. Or the second option is that you can order the fruits, vegetables, and the berries, or just the fruits and the vegetables, and then you can sponsor a child for up to 4 years. From 4 years old to undergraduate college, they can receive the fruits and the veggies for free. That's a fabulous option, I think. Or if there's an interest, you can do like Sheila and I did and invest $50, quickly get set up in a virtual franchise with owning your own healthy living franchise. But this doesn't mean that you have to build a business, okay? But if you do choose to do something with it, there are some special benefits for those who do. You become your own customer, and you can sponsor a child for free. And if you have a friend or a family member who wants to try Juice Plus for 4 months, then you're going to receive a $100 thank you bonus for sharing. I mean, how cool is that, right? On top of the retail profit from the orders that you've placed of your own orders, and then any friends or family that want to try Juice Plus. You'll also receive an increase in commission for as long as you own your franchise, and that doesn't go away. you get to keep that. So if you are thinking of someone who might be interested in any of our solutions, please introduce them to Sheila. And she, because we're going to really be honored to be able to connect with them and give them the opportunity to learn about the solutions that we offer. I'm always amazed at how many people I talk to who have no idea that they were looking for Juice Plus. I was one of them, but when they were introduced to it, but they realized, just like me, that it was the answer to their prayers. And it was an answer to a prayer that they didn't even know that they were going to have in the future, right? So again, we really want to thank you so much for spending this time with you. We have some free resources that we want to share with you individually, so we'll do that privately. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please just hang on the line after I stop the recording, and we'll be happy to answer those for you. Regardless of what your decisions are or whatever you choose to do, we really truly hope that you will live a vibrant and healthy life. And if there's anything that we can do to serve you, whether it be anything to do with Juice Plus or any resources that we might have, we're absolutely thrilled to help you with that. Okay, so you just have to let us know.